The college basketball experience pregame show for Thursday, December the 5th on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Sign up with that promo code, baby, TCESGPN to get a 50% deposit up to $1,000. That is the Underdog Fantasy promo code, TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rebet, a new sportsbook available in 45 states. Download that Rebet app in the App Store or use that promo code SGPN for a 100% deposit match up to $100. That is Rebet, promo code SGPN. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Start crushing college hoops, college football, and NFL with Rhythm. Get your 7-day free trial today by going over to sportsgamblingpodcast.com/rhythm. That is the sportsgamblingpodcast.com/RITHMM today. Welcome, everybody, into the college basketball experience pregame show for Thursday, December the 5th. Not as good as last night. I'm not going to lie to you and say this is the greatest night ever in college basketball. To be honest, this night kind of is a little bit below average, but what I do like is there are some league games starting up. We got the Southland going on. We got the Horizon going on. We got the Big West kicking off here. So if you like to deep dive like us, you'll enjoy this night. If you're a snorkeler, I'm not going to lie to you, this is not the night for you. So hopefully you're ready to deep sea dive with us over here. But first off, I have Moneyline Mac, aka the former video coordinator for Bob Huggins and Frank Martin. Frank Martin might need to bring me back with how bad the UMass Minutemen are right now. Joining me, though, is you guys know from the Big 12 college experience, he is always fighting a family civil war, the green mowing, weed growing, Troy Tuning, a.k.a. the DC Sports Messiah. What's up, man?
What's up? Shout out to all the hospital bettors. I'm typically a Fort Wayne spread better, but this was a self-Benedict here. But I put out the reasoning earlier. When the hospital plays an early afternoon game, that's when all of those hospital soap operas are on TV. You got to look out for that handicap. They're better and not prime time because, that's when the 80-year-old ladies are watching all their hospital soaps.
There was nobody at that game. There was nobody at that fucking game. Lipscomb was lit. Lipscomb actually had the education day. That was one of my prouder handicaps. That was one of my top 3 plays last night, laying that big number. So already in the win column there. I did go 1 and 2. Shout out to Alabama State. Great second half, guys. Good job. Way to score 10 points. That was fucking awful. Third man in the booth, though. You guys know him from over at SGPN website. He's always writing a daily Underdog article. He is Matthew Dewaskin, a.k.a. Cannabis Capper. CC, what's up, man?
Mac, it's good to be back. I like slates like tonight. I'm a big Horizon League guy. I'm a big Big West guy. So I actually am I kind of excited about this slate. I think it's a nice little slate for a midweek.
I completely agree. Like I said, if you're like a college basketball junkie like us, then you're gonna like this slate a lot. It does not have the volume, which is nice because I'm not gonna lie to you, man. It's hard to monitor that many. Like I had 10 screens. It's impossible to monitor all those kind of games we had on last night. Like that, it starts. You can't even tweet stuff because you're trying to watch that game, then you're trying to flip the channel. Might be trying to live bet something. It's too much at times. I wish they would spread it out. They should have had some day games on yesterday, but this is not too much. I think 22 games on the slate.
This is quality over quantity tonight.
Exactly. Yeah, 23 total, 3 already in the book, so 20 games remaining. So, yeah, if you want to put together a 20-leg parlay on every single game, you have that option too, and hopefully you hit and become a millionaire.
There you go.
But let's start it off with the game tipping off here in 20 minutes. We got Big Ten action. Noah Phoenix favorite bet of the night versus my favorite bet of the night. We got the Purdue Boilermakers going to Penn State. What's this line at now? We got Penn State, who is
2.5.
playing. Yeah, they're playing. They're playing well, sitting at 8-1. Purdue also at 8-1. Penn State's laying 2. I think that's kind of telling. I like Penn State at home here. I like the athletes. I like the way that they're buying into Mike Rhodes, year number 2, Ace Baldwin and company. And Purdue's a team I want to fade away from Mackey. I think this is still my favorite play of the night. So, yeah, I'm all over the Nittany Lions here. Tip it off here in 19 minutes.
Yeah, cosign.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Oh, thank you very much. Nice guy stand up. Thank you, Troy. Cosign. The reasons you have it. Also, this Purdue team, I feel like they're a bit of a work in progress. Like losing Zach Edey, that's huge. And they're still like trying to figure out like what to do without him and how to, what's their identity now. I mean, before it was just lob it into the big man, and big man ain't there anymore. Not only that, the backup big man ain't there anymore. So it's a bit of a work in progress for this Purdue team. Also, Purdue got the number and the points next to them. I think that they're gonna be super public tonight. Give me Penn State all day. I think they win this by a couple.
I love the Bus Phoenix chops. He said that everybody will be on Penn State. I said, dude, it's number 8 getting points against Penn State. There's no way the public is going to be on Penn State.
There's no way.
But yes, Troy.
I was going to say this one at first glance, it seems like a very easy Purdue pick because Penn State couldn't even cover versus Purdue Fort Wayne. And the difference between those two teams, though, is you would expect Purdue to be better, but I think Purdue Fort Wayne has an identity, and I don't think Purdue does.
It's fair.
So I think on some of those possessions that'll matter to trying to cover this game, Purdue's going to come up a little bit short. I don't like this one. I'm not going to bet it, but I'll lay the 2.5 with Penn State, but this isn't a real bet for me. This is a straight lean. Flag this. Everyone in chat, flag this.
Yeah, it's at Sean Green at Twitter.
I'm trying to get emails from corporate. They're trying to throw me out.
Let's get to the next game, guys. We got a good one here. Radford, red hot, 7-2, going down to North Carolina Central, who's always frisky at home, guys. You know me, man. I love my Radford guys. I do not like this spot. Double road spot here. And I don't like the spot here for Radford. They're coming in red hot, but Central's always good at home. Lavelle Moton. I think Radford's going to get picked off here. I'll ride with the home dog. Troy?
Are you going to play this on the money line?
I think it's worth a sprinkle, plus 140. Man, HBCUs are tough at home because they don't get a lot of home games.
My only angle on this one, again, I'm probably not going to bet it. I do like Radford. I would have to go offshore because I'm here in Virginia, and you can't bet Virginia schools in Virginia because it's mentally R word. I think if you're going to play Radford, you just play the money line and eat some of the juice. NC Central is pretty frisky at home, but if I, gun to the head, I'm going to take the home team getting points.
Speaking of our words, I'm playing Radford minus the 3. I don't like the back-to-back road spot, but I just think they're the better roster, and it's not that bad of a travel spot. I don't. NC State, we've seen them. I'm sorry, NC Central, we've seen them be really mediocre this year. They lost at home outright to Gardner Webb. I kind of feel like Radford's like on the same level as Gardner Webb, if not a little bit better. No,
I think Radford's better.
Yeah. So I mean, we've already seen them. They already dropped a home game to Gardner Webb. I think they're going to drop one to Radford. I think it's probably a 1-possession game, and if that's the case, I want the better roster, better team.
All right, Cap, rolling with the Radford Highlanders, baby.
Eagles. Or Radford versus the Eagles. We're rolling Eagles for the first time in a while. You've got Mac placing a bet on the Eagles. Doesn't happen that often.
Never. I hate the Eagles. Fuck Philadelphia. Let's talk some Underdog fantasy, guys. Get on over there, right above Troy's head, right there. You get the bun touching it. TCESGPN is the code, baby. Get on over there. And make sure you guys can put together winners on top of winners and get a 12-1 payout, 20-1 payout, 1,000-1 payout if you keep stacking them on top of each other. Use our promo code TCESGPN. Guys, let's hit one tonight. 4-legger. What we got? What we working with here?
4-legger. I don't know if either of my two are already Caps picks for the day, but kind of an easy one here. He was a little rusty in his first game back, but I'm going to take Robbie Avila higher than 2.5 assists. I think he'll probably look to distribute a little bit because he's been off the floor, not playing fully and stuff.
Remember last year, I think you always wanted him at if the books are giving 3.5 or lower, you always took him higher. So it's actually a really solid play. If they can give him a 2.5, that's awesome.
It's a little. I think it's only 0.87x, but when you're adding legs to a parlay, you just want stuff to hit.
I feel you. Okay, all right. Second leg, I'll take Penn State big man Zach Hicks higher than 1.5 assists.
Higher than 1.5, like it.
He's averaging 2.3 for the season, and Purdue gives up a ton of assists to opponents this year. I think they're averaging 14 per game. That's 228th in the nation. So they give up. They tend to allow teams to pass the ball pretty well against them. I think he's going to be looking to kick it out to the shooters. Give me Zach Hicks over 1.5, higher than 1.5 assists.
Higher than
you're getting an email now too.
It wouldn't be the first time.
You have been canceled. Next up on the thing, the slate, Troy. Back to you, my friend.
On the thing.
On the thing.
I'm going to roll with Frankie Collins, higher than 4.5 rebounds in this TCU game. I think the pace will be a little bit up, and you'll see they're not the greatest offensive teams, couple of misses, and they kind of depend on Frankie Collins to do everything. I'm looking for a rubber floor play today.
And what'd you say the number was for Frankie?
4.5 boards.
Boards higher for Frankie Collins and the cap here with Cannabis Capper.
Okay. Last leg, I'll go Braden Smith higher than 8.5 assists. The one constant about the Purdue offense is that Braden Smith distributes. He's averaging 9.1 per game, and he's gone like crazy higher in I think 5 out of 8 so far this year. So given it on the road, he's probably going to play he could play full 40 minutes. He's going to be out there for almost the entire game. I like the opportunities. Braden Smith higher than 8.5 assists.
Good job, guys. Good job. Higher 2.5 assists for Robbie Avila. Higher 1.5 assists for Zach Hicks. Higher 4.5 rebounds for Frankie Collins, and higher to 7.5 assists for Braden Smith. How about no points props, guys, for us here? So get on over there. Underdog Fantasy 12-1 promo code TCESGPN.
Points are chalk. Assists and rebounds are where it's at.
No, as Noah would say, the points or rebounds and assists are public. he always reverses the public side. So Noah likes to make up the public when it fits his side of the bet. So, anyway, let's continue on. But first, the race to 15K. I'm looking at it right now. We got how many people watching this damn show? We're over in triple digits again here. Looking at it right now, we have. Why won't my app load? 110 people watching. Make sure you are subscribed. It takes 3 seconds. And like Colby said, if we don't have 15K by January 1, show's canceled. And you guys are going to have to go to one of those other bullshit-ass shows. So get on over there. Get off your lazy ass. Get one of your family's phones. Get some of your friends' phones and make sure they're subscribed. And help us close in on this 15K by January 1 or show's canceled. So get on over there. The College Experience, TCE, SGPN on YouTube. All right, next up. I can't talk tonight. Wichita, or not, God damn, I'm all over the place. Wright State. Wright State, Oakland here. Nice Horizon battle here to start off Horizon play. We already saw a home dog come through on the money line with Detroit getting it done over Fort Wayne. I like Wright State. I'm going to fade Oakland and Greg Campy coming off that freaking crazy win over Toledo where they look like the freaking 1965 Boston Celtics. Or they couldn't miss a shot. They beat Toledo on the road by like 45. Yeah, give me Wright State. I like Clint Sargent here. Nice little spot here. And I think Wright State actually is the better team. So you're getting 1.5. Line has trickled between 1 and 1.5. Give me Wright State.
Okay. That's a blatant disrespect of the Toledo tuck job. Both teams have gone to Toledo. And Oakland stomped them, and Wright State lost to them. My idea on this one was to take the Oakland money line and eat some of the juice. I think they get it done at home. I do like the O-Rena. The nickname being the O-Rena is fucking sick. Everybody should have some cool little quirky thing. But I'll eat some of the juice and just play the Oakland money line here.
What do you think of this idea? I like this idea. Everybody eats soup. Everybody eats soup if we don't have 15K.
I'm gonna stick with the R words here. Give me the Raiders. Yeah. Again, we've seen Wright State already lose a game on the road. They lost. You mentioned they lost to Toledo. Oakland coming off fat and happy off the blowout win over Toledo. Give me Wright State. Wright State money line. They win this outright. That Wright State defense is tough this year. They're gonna choke them out.
All these R words. You're gonna have to read Cap's article tomorrow on his Special Olympics bets.
Next up here, we got Samford, South Kakalaka State. This line is skyrocketed. I'm seeing it at 10.
Oh my gosh! It was only like 7 last night, isn't it?
I know. Yeah, I'm kind of confused at the line move in this one. I know everybody loves Samford, but I'm gonna fade the line move here all over my guy Eric Martin and company to get it done. I think they're live to win the game. Like I said, those HBCUs are hard to play at. Give me South Carolina State as a home dog plus 10.
I didn't like the line in this one at all, especially with it now going up even more. I just played the Samford team total over 83.5. I think they can score. They got 75 on Michigan State. They've been over that number a little bit, and again, I don't think it's, if you're going to play that spread, I do think it's smarter to take the points with SC State just because it's kind of ballooning up.
I bet this last night at 7.5. Would I take it at 10?
It's a tough number.
Yeah, I think I would. It especially for the road though. Yeah, if this is at home, I wouldn't even think about it. But the fact that it's a road spot for Samford. Yeah, give me SC State.
Play that middle.
They just played Xavier really tough. Not a week ago. I don't know if I co-sign on the points for Samford. I think they struggle in this one. It's a road spot for them. They put 90. They hung 97 on North Alabama. Yeah. All right. Give me SC State plus the 10. That's right.
I like plus 5 in the first half for SC State a little bit more than the whole game.
Ooh, there's your samurai sharp play. There it is.
Yeah, you got your razor over there? There he is.
They just named London the best city for like the 10th straight year, and somebody was like, who did this poll? Military-aged men seeking asylum, and then it was just a picture of a dude with a knife.
Oh, dear.
Let's get all over it.
I'm getting an email for sure.
Oh, they're furiously typing it.
Sela going to Nicholls here. Nicholls off a big win. They beat Louisiana, but Sela's off the Tulane win. Back-to-back road spot. Give me Nicholls at home, laying the 3 here to start fast in Southland play.
I'm taking.
Sorry.
Oh, I was going to say I'm taking Nicholls at home too, but I feel a little bit more confident playing the team total here as well at 71.5 over that for Nicholls.
See, I would play the Sela team total here.
I think their shooting might cool down a little bit. I mean, they were flaming hot against Tulane.
They've been hot against everybody, though. Yeah. Anyways, if I can get points with Sela, I'm taking points with Sela at home. Let's ride.
All right, Caps on Sela. Troy, who are you on? Nicholls,
but this one is. I don't know. Again, I feel better about the team total personally.
All righty. Chat reminder, throw a couple games in there that you don't see over there. Next up on the slate, Stephen F. Austin going to Mexico to take on Rio Grande. This line, sitting at 5 right now? I laid it with the Mexicans. I like what Khalil's doing his first year running that program. I think that they have some dudes on that team. I think this is a fade of an inflated line for Stephen F. Austin because of their name and brand. So give me Rio Grande here to open this up, win by double digits.
This one's come down a little bit since last night. I think it opened at 6.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that.
Yeah, me too. I think the Mexicans are just a better roster, better team at home. And I'm only giving up 2 possessions. I ride with the Mexicans. Let's go Rio Grande.
Let's go Mexico.
Yeah, the cap on this one is that nowadays Mexicans work harder than lumberjacks. So we're going to take the Mexicans here. I also like the team total for the Mexicans at 74.5. Going over that, they've had 83 6 straight games. So
the HR email is just getting longer and longer as the show goes on.
Next up, Drake Valpo. They go over there to get some fucking HR at Valpo with the stupid ass name that you guys fucking got rid of. Write me up. Drake is laying, I think, 10.5 here. Is it still 10.5?
9.5. I got.
Ooh, came down for the old Crusaders or whatever they're calling themselves now.
Who is running up to bet Valpo?
I don't know. I didn't lock this one last night. I still would lay it with Drake. I like what I'm starting to see. Missouri Valley road teams have been rolling so far. I think they're 4-0 ATS to start league play.
This Valpo team is really they're bad. That's all I'm going to say. It's not a good. It's not a good team. They don't play. Drake is just this is a Drake smash spot. I think they're winning by 20.
I mean, I agree with the Drake smash spot. Their defense has been pretty fucking good this year. Yeah. I mean, FAU held them to 63, Vanderbilt to 70, Miami to 69, Gulf Coast to 61. I think Drake smashes this.
Valpo team total 62.5.
I was thinking about looking at that, and then I was also thinking about like juicing it up to 59.5 and seeing if they can hold them under that 60 number.
I'll ride with the 62. I'm going under 62, not over. Clearly,
yeah, definitely under.
Sorry, I was over here just putting a crazy 12-leg parlay together for no reason. Just five legs or $5 to win 25 grand. So
let's get rich.
Yeah,
let's start spending it now.
One of those games that was in it, I like the Frogs a lot tonight. I think that they are hungry back at home on that fucked up court. And Xavier, I think they're phony. I'm not buying into the Xavier team away from the Synthesetter. And give me TCU in a desperate spot. They need the win. And how many times under Jamie Dixon have we seen them look like absolute shit on the road or on a neutral floor? But then they get on that rubber court and they blow teams out. So yeah, give me the Frogs here. Second favorite play of the night behind Penn State.
It actually, the cap here is pretty similar to Penn State. If you want to be honest, I mean, the line is telling you exactly what is going to happen here.
TCU spot.
I mean, why else would TCU be favored? Seriously.
Because of the Michigan tuck job.
There is a tuck job on this game. You are right.
Yeah. Got the Michigan tuck job plus the rubber floor. I think that makes me lean to TCU. I noticed back in 2019, Xavier went to this building and beat them 67-59. So that might be something to keep in mind. But right now, I think I'm going to ride with the rubber floor. Use rubbers. Everyone use rubbers.
I was going to say, Troy always likes to use rubber, so don't.
Another R word.
More HR. All right, let's get over these Big West action, baby. UC San Diego, the Trident's going to UC Santa Barbara. The wrong team's favored here, guys. UC San Diego's getting 2.5. Nope. I think they're the better team, better roster this year. Love what they did down in Daytona. I think that they make a statement here and start 1-0 with the win at Santa Barbara.
I feel the same way, but I hate taking road teams out of the Big West.
I hate taking road teams in the Valley, and they fucking are rolling.
All right, I ride with San Diego on this. I've already bet this, but I don't feel great about it. It's that weird blue home court, is it not? At Barbara?
No, that's Bakersfield.
You got me. Sorry, I get my B's confused. All right, yeah, give me the Tritons away from the blue court, not at the blue court, on a normal court.
I like the Tritons first half money line here. They're getting +1 in the first half on the spread, but I think they can get this done outright in the first half. I don't really feel good about taking the points, and I don't really feel good about laying them either. I think they might get a little bit of a home bump, the Gauchos, but my play on this one is San Diego first half money line.
If you do first half full game, it's only 2-1. It's not that great.
I was thinking about doing San Diego money line and then UCSB -1.5 to come back and win in the second half.
That's dirty.
It's pretty dirty.
It is dirty. How about this game? This game is freaking awesome. St. Louis going to San Fran.
This line's changed a little bit.
Yeah, it's at 8.5. It opened at 10, down to 8.5. I'm going to lay it. I think San Fran opens it up in the second half. I'm not a believer in this Billikens team away from home.
Which means the Samurai play too.
What's that?
You take the +5 with St. Louis in the first half, and then the Dons kind of pull away late. Mercyhurst had the outright lead on them at home too. So
then they lost by 30.
And they got thumped. Yeah.
See, I feel like
they got railed.
I feel like this is a San Francisco smash spot. I could see them just running out in front and staying out in front. I don't know about the first half. Full game, I'm definitely laying it. It's a weird travel spot. It's a new team, new coach, new team that hasn't played very much together. Vila's been, he's only played 3 games this year.
Yeah.
It's not a great spot for a team like St. Louis. Lay it, lock it. I would even do it. I'd do a San Francisco first half full game if there's any money on it.
First half lock battle. We have another one.
Let's go. Let's get over the chat. I don't know if I saw any that were not on here.
Yeah, but we have we definitely have one we got to talk about because we have a new darling of the TCE network in this Cal Poly UC Davis matchup.
Yeah, I like Cal Poly outright again.
Cal Poly is a freaking gravy train.
As long as they're a dog, I'm taking them.
I'm definitely taking the 2.5. That's one of the best bets I think I have of the night. I will be playing the money line with DeGeorge. Told you guys for weeks now. We've got Nate Oates 2.0 out here out west. Maybe a little more liberal, but I like their play style.
Oh, you know how Mac feels about that.
All right, I flipped to UC State.
I don't know. UC Davis, where they're at on the political spectrum might be pretty similar.
You're right. Fucked up California schools. Anyway, what do you think of Long Beach Fullerton? What do you think of Riverside Northridge? What do you think of those games?
Long Beach Fullerton, take the under. That's my cap.
Hey, there you go.
126.5.
I kind of want to do a little Big West road dog parlay late in the night. Like I want to take Cal Poly, UC San Diego, Long Beach, and Riverside. I'm leaving Bakersfield out of it. I ain't throwing Bakersfield in there at UC Irvine.
I feel like that's a donation.
I mean, if you go 4 legs of a round robin, I think 2 of them will at least hit.
I'm sorry, it was Riverside, San Diego.
Yeah. Right. Riverside's catching 5.
Yeah. Okay.
Long Beach is catching 5. UC San Diego's catching 2, and Cal Poly's catching 2. It's all it's good dog numbers here.
Okay. I would do Riverside, San Diego, and Cal Poly. I don't Long Beach. I don't trust.
You don't trust Long Beach?
They can't score. So
yeah, but how good is Fullerton?
Not very.
Take those three and play the under in that game.
I mean, this is their first time that they're going to be laying points, I think, all year.
At least they're at home.
Yeah.
I mean, I Fullerton is not great, but I can't. That Long Beach team, there's no way they score points in that building. Yeah, I would do if I'm doing Riverside, San Diego, and Cal Poly gets me to 12-1.
Okay. Let's go over to best bets. There's no games in the chat that I see because we basically covered every single game on the slate. I mean, is there any ones that we didn't cover? Longwood, Maryland Eastern Shore. I mean, nobody fucking has a strong conviction on that game.
That 1-800 Gambler is your number there.
Cleveland State outright at Milwaukee.
No, thank you.
Okay, I like the boldness there. I mean, Milwaukee is not a good favorite under Bart Lundy.
Cleveland State is just so bad. A question from Trevor in the chat. No, he cannot, and no, he will not.
Who do you root for in this game? Do you root for the Lions?
Tie
tonight? Oh, I've bet the Packers plus the 3.
Oh, he did it. There you go, Trev. That's got to be close enough.
I like the Packers tonight too, which means the Lions will win by 4 because the NFL is the league of the chalk. Every single what was that? What was that parlay that hit last week where it was just every single
11 way, right? 11 favorites
15,
or something.
15 way
favorites.
It was every single favorite, and then Pittsburgh and Philly, the two teams that were dogs that had better records. And I was like, this is the squarest ass parlay I've ever seen in my life. I can't believe this guy just hit $5 to win 25 grand. Good for him. More power to him for taking.
That's terrible.
I mean, the NFL is the league of the square this year. That's for damn sure. I feel like the dogs nobody covers in the NFL. I do have a theory on it. Dogs are covering less in the NFL because of how bad officiating is. Every superstar, which is usually on a good team, laying points, gets every fucking call and extends drives. And it gives the offense more opportunities to tack on points. That's why
they'll stop, and then they'll stop for the last few weeks of the year, and everyone will get mad thinking that it's bad calls when it's really been the other way around, like bad calls all year. And then they go to letting them play a little bit, and it's like, oh my God, he breathed on my wide receiver.
It's just like there's been so many times I've watched a game and I'll have the dog and I'm like, all right, we're off the field, and then it'll be like, oh no, here comes a flag out of nowhere, and you'll look and it was like minimal context, like. And fuck this shit. I ain't watching this. I'm not betting on this. I say that. I'll throw a little ball to the Packers.
Maybe we should get rid of the auto first down on 5-yard penalties. Like illegal contact should just be a 5-yard penalty and then 3rd and 3 or something like that.
But I agree because then, like, to my point, it extends drives for better players. And that's why I think the favorites are covering at an all-time high clip lately is they get more calls and they get more plays and extended drives. So, yeah, that's my 2 cents on the NFL. Its product has gone downhill with all these flags. Best bets tonight. I can't put Penn State in there because they already tipped. It is currently 5-4 Purdue early. I'll go TCU.
Yeah, I like the TCU one. I'm Cal Poly plus 2.5.
All right, best bet. Give me the Chinese restaurant plus 3. East Texas A&M.
Nice. Yeah. Let's go. What's our parlay for tonight? What's your favorite dog outright? Mine is
It's gonna be a little yapper tonight, I have a feeling.
Yeah, I'm looking at those Big West games. Give me Riverside to get it done against Northridge.
That's where I was gonna go. All right.
I like Riverside back as a dog coming off that disappointing loss. Give me Riverside as my favorite one. How about you guys?
He's going to take Cal Poly.
Cleveland State?
I should. But what about – I was going to say, what about South Carolina State?
Okay. We'll throw that in
there.
Right. That's maybe, a big dog.
Maybe NC Central. That's a little bit smaller of a dog. Maybe a chance to actually win that one outright.
Okay.
Let's plug
in that case,
plus 120. We got Riverside. Where's Riverside at?
Who's bigger, Cal Poly or who's the other one?
Cal Poly.
I'll do Poly then, plus 120. It's a little bit bigger.
Okay. Cal Poly plus 120. Look over here. Over at Bovada, it's 13-1 because I had to get fancy with the Virginia school in there with fading Radford. So get on over there, 13-1. Guys, shorter show tonight because it's a shorter slate. Who's on deck for tomorrow? I know my Mountaineers play Georgetown tomorrow night, but what's the slate look like? Tomorrow's oh my God, this might be the shortest TCE show of all time tonight. That might be in bed at a reasonable hour. I said that last time, and we still went an hour and a half on nothing. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16 games, and we're only recapping 22. So, yeah, make sure you guys tune in tonight for the preview and picks for tomorrow with me, Colby, and Noah. And I think Noah's going to be there. I know he was talking about going to Oakland and stuff. And I appreciate everybody tuning into these pregame shows every single night. We're really growing this thing, and I'm enjoying. I'm really liking the way that we're growing this. So let's continue to grow, baby. And this is the college experience, a college basketball experience. He's at Troy Tuning. He is at Cannabis Capra. I'm at Moneyline_Mac. We are the college basketball experience, and we are out of here.
Yeah, Colby will still have a 20-minute story on how he got pepper sprayed in Portland the last time that they played Penn State or something like that.